Speech off.
Hey everybody, it's Beverly with Bama Blind, and I just thought I would do an update video. I have been so busy over the last couple of days, and I haven't been able to actually watch many of my YouTube friends, and I haven't really had the time to respond because we're leaving town tomorrow morning early to unfortunately go to my nephew's funeral in the Northeast, and it was a sudden, unexpected death, and he's just a super guy. And the last time we took a trip, we actually took a trip to New Jersey to see family, and we stayed with this particular nephew for a week. So he was so hospitable, and he's always been that way. Every time we go, he takes us or he took us, I have to get used to saying that, into Manhattan, and showed us the sights, and we always just have a great time. And anyway, he suddenly passed, and so we're going to his funeral, and it will be my husband, Jerry, and me, and Gretchen, and we fly out tomorrow morning. And I just thought, because I'm packing, I'm doing my last bit of packing, and so right now I'm just painting in on a carry-on case, and I just thought I might do a quick video on guide dog accoutrements. And I know that's kind of crazy, but as I'm starting to put all these things together, I realize that this is packing just like for a child or an infant when you go off. So I've got this super carry-on here that I've carried all over Europe, all over the United States. It's called a Lug brand bag, particularly called a puddle jumper, but it's designed for carry-on on an airplane. And I just thought I would show you some of the things that I put in my only carry-on. I carry on one bag because in the other hand I've got Gretchen's harness and her leash, and so basically that takes up both of my hands, and I need one hand to reach out and push doorways and touch things so that I know where I am. So I've learned a long time ago, I don't take any other bag that I have to pull behind me or push in front of me, even though it'd be nice to have another carry-on. So this one goes across body. Sometimes I do a backpack, but I've got to wear a formal coat, and so this crossbody does better for me. But I just wanted to show you, it's so cool. Right here in this little flat pocket, I already have my driver's license. My husband made me go last year and get one of those star ones where, you've been cleared and you're not a terrorist or anything like that. And then I also have a laminated card for Gretchen, which shows that she's a dog from the Seeing Eye Institute in New Jersey. And then in this little zippered pouch here, let's see, I have my wallet, and once I actually present these two cards, I will then secure them more tightly in this zip pouch. The other zip pouch on the side of this, which is easily accessible, is hand sanitizer and doggy relief bags. And all airports now are required to have doggy relief stations within the airport itself, so you don't have to go find a door and take them outside. You go to a nice room, and then in this side right here, I have her chewed bone. I'm taking that on the plane because Gretchen gets really nervous on the plane. And they put us in bulkhead, which is sitting, in the very first row, but there's no seat in front of you. And so Gretchen will be sitting there, and I have to comfort her. Here's some cloths, because you just never know when you need heavy-duty cloths that can be disposable. So that's all right here in the exterior of this. So far, every bit of this, except for my wallet, is Gretchen's. And then over here, on this little side pouch, which is so cool, I have my, it's a little pouch that has a clicker in it, and treats. These are freeze-dried liver treats. And the little pouch I wear on a belt buckle or on the waist of your pants. And the reason I do that is when we get to the hotel, I can take the clicker and actually find our room and then show Gretchen the room and click and give her a treat. From then on, she will know where our hotel room is. I can do the same thing with the cafeteria or dining room. Once someone sighted leads me to the dining room, then I will target a spot in there, click, treat, and from then on, Gretchen will be able to get from my room to the dining room. Now, since I have extended family staying in this same hotel suites area, I can click and treat at their room. So once someone sighted takes Gretchen and I to that particular room, wherever they are, then all I have to do with Gretchen is click. She knows that's the target room. Give her a treat. She loves her liver snaps. And from then on, she will remember that room. So that's why I take that and I have it in carry-on so it's readily available just as soon as I get there. Now, in this other part, let's see, I do have something that's mine. My sunglasses, which I need. It's supposed to be snowing, and hairbrush, cosmetics. Now, on the other side of this cool thing, there's a compartment. I've got a doggy dish, a collapsible doggy dish, because I can give her some ice in that or some water. She won't need any food because she'll eat before we leave. And then I always bring my cane. So I folded my cane up and put it in this bottom part of this lug bag. And this bag just has compartments for everything. Right, let me see if I can find it. Right here is a felt-lined section that's right inside there that perfectly fits your phone and your earbuds and your charger. So, and every bit of this is just readily available. And then, but that's not all. So see, most everything in there except for my cosmetics, my sunglasses, my cane, and my wallet. Everything else in this thing belongs to Gretchen. And then over here we have her liver snap treats, and we have booties. I have to take booties. Each one of this is their cute little booty here that she's got 4 of these that have really strong non-skid grippers on them, but because it's supposed to be snowing and I don't know what they put on the snow to melt it, if it's like a solvent or something, then that could be dangerous for her feet. I don't think the 20 degrees is not going to hurt her feet, but if they use something to dissolve the snow where we're going, then I will need her little booties, so I have to pack those. I also, and I'm putting them in this separate little bag, which then will go in my check luggage. In this little cosmetic thing, I have a hairbrush of Gretchen's, a comb of Gretchen's, and then a polishing brush. She has to be brushed every day, especially if she's in a hotel, because I don't want dog hair all over everybody. And then I'm taking lint roller is absolutely, positively a necessity. Here is what's called a tie down. It's a very, very thick cord with like a plastic. It's like a cable cord, steel cord with a plastic shell on it, and it's got really, really heavy duty clamps on it. If I have to tie her down, it's very short. I'd say it's about 18 inches long. And I've only had to use that maybe one time when I really needed her to stay way, way down in a place that was, her leash would be too long to tie her down. And then right here, I've already pre-measured her food. She's got food, and it's also got a measuring cup in it because she's on 1 1/4 cup of food every meal, and she has 2 meals a day. That's pretty strict. And then another collapsible bowl that I'm just going to pack in the check luggage that we'll have. So all of this is Gretchen's. booties, food, tie downs, bowls, snacks, and then all of this. Oh, and I forgot, I haven't packed her toothbrush because I have to use that in the morning. After she eats her breakfast, I will brush her teeth. And by the way, Gretchen had her yearly checkup yesterday at the vet. She got her nails clipped, and so she looks really pretty. She got a pedicure. I got my manicure. She got her pedicure. And, of course, the vet didn't do my manicure. But anyway, she got her ears checked. Great checkup. The vet said her teeth look really, really good. And I told her it's because Gretchen likes brushing her teeth. She has peanut butter flavored toothpaste. So she really enjoys when I brush her teeth. And I brush them every day. And so yesterday she also got the Bordetella vaccination, which is some stuff they squirt in their nose and down both nostrils so that they will, ward off any viral infections that they might come in contact from being around other dogs. But it was just time for her yearly administration of that. It wasn't because we're going on a trip or anything. So you might say, I would say, 5 years ago I would say, what in the world? I don't want to bring all of this stuff along for a dog. A cane is a cane is a cane, and a cane can be put in the corner by the door when you go to sleep at night. And we have a crate that also happens to be at the house where my nephew lived, and it is just like Gretchen's crate here. We used it back in September when we stayed with him. So I'm bringing her favorite little fold-up quilt, which perfectly fits in the bottom of that crate. And she got this from the Seeing Eye. So I've washed it, and I'm packing that in the check luggage. So you got to say, what in the world? This is just too much. And really, if I had kids, this would be too much. It's taken me all day to organize this stuff and get it all together. And it's not, of course, I've kind of been emotionally challenged in the last several days because, I was very close to my nephew. But so it's really been hard to think and to process and to make sure I've got the things I need and I'm not taking things that I don't need. But the beauty of traveling with a guide dog outweighs the trouble it takes to pack for her. Trust me, if she weren't worth taking, I would leave her at home with a pet sitter. But she's not a pet. And I can tell you that I've never gone to a hotel and wandered around independently and approached people and asked them to show me where to go, where are the elevators, because chances are the next time I go, I'll need assistance to get to the elevators with a cane. With Gretchen, you just click and treat. She will know the elevator, the dining room, all the doors, the front desk, the front lobby. And then one of the biggest things that has relieved a lot of stress when I travel is, I don't know about you, but it's a nightmare when you have to go into public restrooms, especially like in airports, because they're all configured differently, and you're just wandering around in this unfamiliar environment. And with a cane, I found that it just echoes, and then people think you're lost because you're just beating around on the floor and the walls, and you're trying to find your way. And they, some people I have found are really helpful. But when I go in with Gretchen, she knows exactly how to get to a stall. She knows when I come out of the stall, she's supposed to find the sink. And it just relieves my stress. I mean, it really does alleviate a huge portion of my stress, because I used to just go on a 0 liquid diet a day prior to travel, because I was so terrified of meandering through and getting lost in and not being able to find and being awkward. in public restrooms, and that's just all gone away with Gretchen. So she's totally worth this effort, and I just wanted to show you it's not easy packing for a guide dog, and that's one of the reasons so many of us don't get guide dogs. It's, yeah, it'd be great to have one, but you have to do a lot of stuff, and I'm very analytical, and I've weighed the pros and the cons, and I would pack twice this much because it liberates me when I'm out traveling, and we do a lot of travel. But to have Gretchen with me is so much more freeing, and gives me a little bit more independence than my own cane travel. So anyway, I thought I would give you this update and let you know that I might be out of pocket for the next several days, and it's, I might be able to actually watch some videos, and if I have a chance and it's not a dangerous area or really a private moment, I might do some videoing while we're on our trip. So I just hope everyone has a great beginning of this next week, and just keep me in your prayers, please. I would appreciate that so much. And I'll talk to you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.